Production, show me these 5 heroes lined up. I need to know who's picking what and who's going where.
I'm just waiting. I'm all getting
magic damage Pudge. Now I looked at the Dota buff for Matoma Man's game earlier today. He did. I didn't get to catch the game live myself, but
this is looking like a dead TI. Can they kill Moon Meander first though? No, it's gonna be Moon Meander who gets the first blood.
Oh, he barely dies. That was really close.
Saberlight needs to be careful too.
Taking a lot.
Yeah, with those Eidolons. But...
does a lot of percentage-based magic damage, and if Pudge has a lot of HP, we're talking a lot of damage. So he's going to need the hood this game most likely.
Man, this is a hard game for Scourge. Another little sticky bomb here, and boop, pop goes the TA. Could go for a dive on Jubei here too, if they want. In fact, Saberlight already getting into position. See some of those Eidolons. Would love to get his hands on some of that gold too. Yeah, they continue to ward that one area too, over on the Radiant side. Interesting here.
Interesting, actually.
Yeah. Put that hold into place, but they'll follow up with the Arcane. Heals with the silence. Pops the Fairy Fire. Bryle, is he going to survive this? Begot he wants it. Nah, there it is. There it is. Shaggy. Final slide there.
Yeah, I'm just glad for Shaggy that he got the kill.
Yes.
Because that would have been catastrophic if he wasn't successful there. Even if he just survived alone, it would have been really tough.
Double damage.
See Pudge rotating over. He's gotten a lot of flesh heat points, by the way. Oh, nice kill by Dubu.
Yeah, he was in position for that rune. It happened to be a double damage, so he snaps it up and gets the kill on B-God.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, 2 points flesh heat and hood. The amount of survivability Pudge has is maybe overkill, but I assume he'll just leave it at 2 points flesh heat.
Even throw out the dust over onto Scourge. To Moon Meander, though, with the rotation from B-God. Gonna finally pay for his cheekiness. The Saberlight is back away from this tower, and
he's
the
like
Eidolons.
mega overkilling his survivability here, but maybe he feels that he needs it to stay alive.
That's possible, as there is just the whole train. Everybody's paraded this bottom lane, to be honest, as they're chasing after Jubei, almost managing to get the kill on Scourge in this lane over here on the side of the jungle. Yes, Bryle will complete the kill, and they'll complete the kill on Jubei. So, a lot of heroes here in this bottom lane space for Tomato in the top as he continues to try to stand his own here against Rajix, who's sitting at the top of net worth right now. Nice hook coming out from Bryle. Just have to be careful, Shaggy's nearby, but so is Moon Meander, so might be able to turn this back around as they'll get the kill on B-God, and they need a little bit more from Moon. They don't quite have it, so he'll go throughout the silence. The chase is on. They've got one of these golems. Like, his arms get all like...
bulgy.
Nasty,
yeah, looks
nasty.
like he's about to
Wild
explode.
Wing again. Coming in handy, but they need to lock down Shaggy a little bit more. So they'll go for the hook. Oh, it's a little short.
Touch.
Then they're gonna start chasing away TSM. Magic's throwing down that firestorm. They'll go and grab Timoon, hoping maybe Roshan will help a brother out, and indeed he will, as Bryle is trying to climb away. It is not looking like he'll be able to get it off. Does he? No, very close. Neutral creeps.
Can't die to... He couldn't die having the hood and 4 points flesh heap now. I think he'll take basically nothing when that gets active, so huge AoE.
So, a bit of a fish walking into the net sort of situation here, as Rajik's wrong place, wrong time, unfortunately for him. So they'll pick him off, and here, Morphling is silenced. Tomato doing the best he can, waveforms forward, grabs himself up a bounty rune. Have to shift a little bit more. They use all the remnants. They just can't quite close the distance over onto Tomato. Oh no, there it is. There's the slide coming out from Shaggy. We'll finish up the Morphling as Dubu is going to be next on the list. Bryle, though, following up, does have a cheeky hook in play. Doesn't have the dismember yet, but the tower will be able to have just enough damage to help him out. As we lose Jubei in another lane to Saberlight and Moon. Look at him. He's trying to go over there with that little cart, but doesn't have anything to cancel.
They're able to kill enough Eidolons, I think, to offset it. But here comes the big fight for TSM. They've got vision.
Scourge, yeah, they've got the... All right, they also can see this. Followed up with the roar. Immediately jumping over here onto Scourge. He's going to just get absolutely obliterated. The losing Moon Meander, despite trying to go and use that regen. Backlines, they find themselves B-God. Shaggy still alive, so was Rajix. They lose Jubei. Shaggy going back in here. We'll be able to root up the Morphling. Did drop that Fiend's Gate over to the side, but it's like the cut. Gonna back off.
Great fight there for TSM. They sling item. He's got so much base damage. He's got all this extra lifesteal, this extra damage here, and it's really just the synergy of the TSM heroes are really cool. The techies Pudge, amazing synergy, amplifying damage,
especially when you see them up against maybe a team that might be a little less experienced. And I know whenever we ask Moon Meander about this, as, ooh, all right, they get themselves a Saber Light. That's a nice pickoff. But whenever we ask them about, like, this seemed a little silly. They say, no, we're always, we're just trying something different, but we're always playing to win. As they get a silence off over here on Shaggy, he's going to have to use the Remnant to get away. Bro going for the hopeful hook. Almost. I was about to say that we have not seen a black hole yet come out from the side of the cut. It just hasn't seemed like there's been an opportune moment. Scourge will show himself reveal here with Shaggy making his way over. Hand of God gets used. Oh, this is not looking good for this TA. She's trying to run away. The bomb, no, at the last second, Saberlight will finish off. They'll chase after them. They've used the Fiend's Gate, though. Raja's joining in. They want the kill on Saberlight, and they will be able to find it. Moon's still here. Can drop that taser. They need a little bit more. Shaggy's going to get drawn right into the portal and make it out.
Worry about silence from Techies. He's got to worry about being hooked. Kind of low chances. Gonna be a lot of shit going on. Roar from Beastmaster, and then probably the most annoying one is probably the strength stun.
All right, well, they knew exactly where Scourge was.
Okay.
But they'll find themselves a black hole over in the mid lane, so they get themselves a consolation prize in the form of Tomato, which is a pretty decent kill.
Your conventional creeps, they just kind of die right away in a lot of AoE against a lot of AoE lineups.
Roar play come out, and they'll put some pressure over to Biga. They'll show off that they have the Blink Dagger completed, as Shaggy is just gonna zip away. Mid lane, looks like they're trying to make some plays over here onto Rajix. Already had to go and drop that Pit of Malice, but Tomato turning himself into his own Underlord. Do have an Atos though over Rajix, and he's pretty fast. Looks like he will survive because he's fairly tight. He's just so careful here. He's in the tree line. He's trying to just give some space. They'll root into place over here again as they'll jump over onto Dubu, and they don't manage to get the kill just yet because they have the dismemberment, and Shaggy will just get evaporated. As Dubu treats himself to a little treat of a gem and a force staff. Rajix now is going to get stunned with the dive bomb. They've got plenty of damage this time around to take out this Underlord. And Bryle, he's looking, he's fishing, he's ground himself a B-God. B-God fighting back with his own Mystic Flare with the silence, but not enough to take down Bryle.
That was really nicely done by Bryle. There's a ton of damage coming from B-God, but not quite enough yet. He's got Kaya on Scarith Mage and the Nether Shawl, but not quite enough damage to kill him. And also, you're just taking amplified damage from Rod as well. Any amplified magic damage you can put on Pudge is a nice advantage in the fights, but now he's just healed up to full.
This is another tower that's going to go the way of TSM. It is just so difficult for the cut to break into this now. They don't have the black hole for another 30-something seconds. Bryle just continuing to try to go fishing here, but not quite finding the opening. Root into place to get the roar off. Look at this. Bryle's like, let me out, let me out. I can't even do it fast. Tomato's going to blow him up. Be a buyback now from High Shaggy. They can see Tomato. He's stuck over here on the side. He's going to need some assistance, but they already taken out Shaggy. He tries to go and dodge. No, he can't. The Mystic Flare coming in hot will ensure they get the kill on Morphling.
Jumps in aggressively,
but clean initiations and put down that magic damage. But eventually, it is okay. All right, Bryle jumping in, finds himself Scourge. He can't afford this. They're trying to get the Fiend's Gate to get him out, but they can't do it quickly enough. Rajix, though, joining back in. They have nothing to go and draw. Oh, he ends up staying. He's trying to figure out where he wants to go as the back alliance. BKB, they find B-God. And there's the hook on to Jubei. Night-night, Jubei.
I really like this shard pickup that Saberlight opted for this game. So effective with Pudge, right? Like,
there'll be the buyback coming out now from Rajix. Needed to try to push them off of this tower. It's going to be difficult, though. Jubei does have the black hole, but they need the damage to follow up with it. That's going to be the tricky bit. Go for a smoke play. Rajix being the only one forward, going to try to clean up that Warpine. All right, they find the opening over here onto the Bryle, who use a lot of remnants, and they just cannot do enough here. So again, Tomato continuing to just focus on the buildings, focus on the racks, on the back lines. Here we go. They found themselves Shaggy, Moon Meander with the kill. As TSM,
his damage output has been so good.
Going fishing, he catches himself a Jubei. All right, there's got a decent amount of damage. Are they gonna be able to finish it out? They finally take down the Pudge here. The chase is up, but the GG has already been called. They're happy enough with that. And TSM, they're bringing some interesting strats here to the NA scene.
They are, and I think it worked really well. The Techies damage output